Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a Psalms 119 morning. Let's go to verse 87. They almost made an end of me on earth, but I did not forsake your precepts. Guys, I got the call of a lifetime on today. My great niece and nephew blessed me on this morning when they contacted me saying, "Are you up?" Sure, I'm up. Do you mind if we contact you? Of course not. So you have to understand, a couple years back, my great niece and nephew came to live with me. Some things had come up, and I heard that they were staying at another sibling's house, but it just wasn't enough room. And my husband and I had always planned to say, hey, when we get up on our feet, we're gonna adopt. We want to adopt some boys, and just keep giving back. But we were like, our own family has a need. And I made some calls and I was like, hey, y'all come here. I have room for you. I want you to live with me. Now you got to understand, the other sibling is everybody loves. This is the auntie that everybody loves. See, with me, I'm a little bit more, I'm more strict. I'm more by the rules. That's just who I am. I'm very upfront. So my sister's a fun and a loving one. So they weren't all that crazy about coming to stay with Aunt Joy. But that's okay. So they move in, but you have these teenagers that really, where they're from, they were used to being able to go out, hang with their friends, but I have rules at my house. Two, you don't know these people. So there was rules that I have to know them before you go off to someone's house. If I don't know their parents, you don't get to go. I had rules that once school started, they had to turn in their cell phones, right? No, they had to be turned in by 8 because I need you to make sure you've done your homework and I need you rested so that you can learn. You need to understand all these things are needed for you to be what? Productive. I treated them like I treated my own kids. But at times, and yes, as for me and my house, and you have to go to church. That's what we do. It's the same way I raised my kids because I love you. I want what's best for you. And every morning before they go off to school, it was devotion time. Come on in here. Now I can tell you there were some days, and because they're what? They're out of sorts a little bit. They're not in their normal environment. So there was days they began to really kick against it. They didn't want the rules. They felt I was too tough. And I'm feeling like God was really leading me to do these morning devotions. And I could tell those mornings when they were making sure that they was walking around like they didn't even hear me. And there was days where I was like, God, I don't want to force this on them. You know, I'm even becoming really an enemy. There's such distance that's starting to take place. But I still remember God impressing on my heart to continue. Even if they're not in the room, you go there. You be there every morning and you say the devotion. If they come meet you, great. If they don't, leave it alone. Because those children taught me unconditional love. Because there was days that they didn't make me feel love, but God began to chase in my heart to say, why? Everybody needs to like you for you to love them and do what I tell you to do? Wow. So for them to call me this morning, and guess what their words were? Auntie, can you lead us in devotion? Oh, y'all, come on now. Don't tell me what my God won't do. Like the psalmist, I don't care if they're leading you to the end and you feel like what you're doing does not matter. You keep doing it. Those kids moved out of my home that next school year. But I have over and over, every now and then I get a call and one will remind me I'm still reading my Bible. Oh, Lord. My heart is full on this morning. Stay the course, guys. Whatever God has called you to do, you do it. You might not see the effects that it's having on someone's life, but they knew when they contacted me this morning that I would be up and I would be in my word. And we had a lovely time. Wow. With that, I need you to go out and have you a happy good morning. I am Joy K. Massenberg, your morning motivator, serving you a hot cup of inspiration so you can be productive and a joy to someone else. Now remember, check your calendars, October 31st. That is 9 a.m. Central Time. It is Java with Joy. Make sure you have gone to my website. That's www.joykmassenberg.com and you subscribe. Leave that email so you can get your link to that Zoom meeting. It's time for you to connect with me because you need to be productive. You need to get your joy, and I'm going to help you get there, right? I love you guys. Have a wonderful day.